I always thought night photography would be a peaceful escape. Capturing the serenity of moonlit landscapes, the cityscapes illuminated by distant stars, it seemed like a world untouched by chaos. But the first time I developed my photos, I noticed something that made my blood run cold, a shadowy figure standing behind me, unmoving, staring. At first, I convinced myself it was a trick of the light, a flaw in the film. Yet, every time I ventured out with my camera, the figure was there, growing clearer, inching closer. Desperate for answers, I began researching local legends and rumors, anything that could explain this persistent apparition. My search led me to an old newspaper article about a notorious photographer who mysteriously vanished decades ago. They said he was obsessed with capturing the perfect shot, so much so that he'd cross any boundary to achieve it. The eerie part? The last place he was seen was the very spot I frequented for my night shoots. The realization sent a chill down my spine. Had I unwittingly disturbed something that was better left forgotten? Determined to confront whatever was haunting me, I returned to my usual spot, this time with a plan to capture the figure in action. I set up my camera, positioning it to catch every angle, and waited. Hours passed, and the air grew colder, heavier. Suddenly, I felt a presence, a whisper of icy breath on my neck. I snapped photo after photo, not daring to turn around. When I reviewed the images, my heart stopped. The figure was no longer a distant shadow, it was inches from me, its eyes hollow and devoid of life. In a panic, I fled, leaving my equipment behind. But even now, weeks later, I feel it watching me, lurking just out of sight. I haven't touched a camera since, but sometimes, I hear the shutter click in the dead of night, and I know it's still there, waiting. What terrifies me most is not the figure itself, but the thought that maybe, just maybe, it's waiting for me to join it.